Ready? Okay, go.
Good evening, madam and friends. I am Tanalichumi from Group 10, Semester 3. First of all, let me introduce my group members, Farah Nabila, Mas Ayu, Nadia Mohan, Anbarasi, Rosaida, and myself, Tanalichumi. Today, we will be presenting on the topic of practical strategies for using literature to enhance communication skills in young learners. Let me give a brief introduction about the role of literature in communication skills. Literature is much more than the ability to read and write. It is also important in day to day life because it connects individual thoughts of the young learners. Young learners need literacy to participate in everyday life, and reading impacts students' ability to be successful in school and beyond. This encompasses reading books, but also labels and street signs, and the same is true for writing. The complexity of the written word provides the perfect backdrop for learning about the structure and uses of speech and language. Early literature experiences can also help the young children to learn about grammar and vocabulary for future usage. Moving to the next slide, strategy 1. Next slide will be the first strategy to enhance communication skills in young learners. In the world of early childhood education, storytelling is not just an art, it is a powerful tool that can significantly enhance learning and literature development. This can boost language skills. It introduces young learners to new vocabulary contexts, enhancing their language acquisition and communication skills in a nature engaging way. Next, it also enhances imaginations and creativity. Finally, the impact of storytelling introduces young learners to the basic of written language, such as reading from left to right and turning pages, which are foundational skills for reading and writing. Thank you, and I will pass it to my group member, Nadia Mohan. Thank you.
Thank you, Tana. Okay, next I will be explain for the strategy rule, which is reading loud season. Reading loud season is involve teacher reading a story to children using a clear pronunciation and expressive voice. It's help children to stay interested and focus on the story. During the reading, teacher pause and ask some simple question and explain a new words to the children that can understand better. Children are also encouraged to predict what will happen to the next in the story, which help them in thinking and speak. The impact of the reading loud season is very positive. It will help children to build their vocabulary and improve their listening and comprehension skill. Through the regular reading activity, children become more confident to understand and using language. Next strategy. Third strategy is role play and dramatization. In the strategy, children act and characterize for the story they have read or listened to. Teacher can provide simple costume or props to make the activity more interesting. During the role play, children are encouraged to talk each other and using the dialogues from the story or create their own sentences. The impact of the role and dramatic is it was a encouraging children vocabulary experience, and it's also helped develop social communication skills. As a children, they are learning make to turn, listen to others, and express their ideas and confident while interesting in with their friends. Thank you. Next slide by Mas Ayu.
Rhythm with action. Example, sing song with action. Let uh, let speak more smoothly. Okay, thank you from me.
Thank you, Masayu. Strategy 5, implementation of share reading, collaborate reading. The teacher and children read the text together as a group, create and support environment. Visual track as pointing to highlight specific word and picture which help children connect spoken word with writing text. Group communication each the class in a conversation about the story content to assure comprehension and interest. Impact the impact of the strategy encourage participation because everyone is reading together. It lower the pressure in individual student, making them more likely to join in. Build speaking confidence. It provides a safe space for children to practice pronunciation and express the thoughts, boosting the overall confidence. Thank you. Next.
Thank you, Ida. Okay, hi everyone. Today I want to briefly discuss about Strategy 6 picture books. Picture books use large and colorful images to attract children's attention and maintain their interest in learning. Teachers encourage children to describe what they see in the picture, which helps them practice speaking and express their ideas. How about the impacts? Supports language development for non-readers because children can understand and communicate ideas reading to without needing to read words. It also encourages descriptive language by helping children learn new vocabulary from sentences and describe objects, actions, and emotions confidently. So that's all from me. Next slide, I pass it to Farah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Abby. Next, I want to talk about the importance of literature in early childhood education. Literature is very important for young children because it supports their overall development in a fun and meaningful way. First, literature helps to enhance listening, speaking, and interaction skills. When teachers read stories aloud, children learn to listen carefully, follow the storyline, and respond to questions. For example, when using big books or picture storybook, children often repeat words, answer simple questions, or talk about the pictures with their friends. This naturally improves their communication and interaction skills. Second, literature encourages creative thinking and imagination. Stories like fairy tales allow children to imagine different characters, places, and situations. When teachers use puppets or story props, children become more engaged and start creating their own ideas, dialogues, and endings. This helps develop their imagination and creative thinking. Third, literature supports emotional expression and builds confidence. Through stories, children learn to recognize emotions such as happiness, sadness, fear, or kindness. For example, nursery rhyme books help children express feelings through rhythm, actions, and song. When children um, are confident enough to retell a story or sing a rhyme in front of others, their self-confidence also grows. Lastly, literature helps to build a strong literacy foundation. Materials like big flashcards with words and images help children recognize letters, words, and simple vocabulary. Repeat exposure to books and printed words prepares children for reading and writing in the future. In conclusion, using literature materials such as big book, fairy tales, nursery rhymes, picture storybook, flashcards, and puppets makes learning more enjoyable. At the same time, it supports language development, creativity, emotional growth, confidence, and early literacy skill in young children. Thank you. Next is Abi.
Thank you, Farah. So, about the conclusion, these teaching strategies help early childhood educators create engaging and interactive lessons that keep children actively involved in learning. They support children's language development in a natural and enjoyable way through interaction and play. These approaches also helps build strong teacher-child communication by encouraging children to express their thought and feelings. So that's all from me, and thank you our lecturer and thank you our friends. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.